Aries, what if your career could actually fulfill your life instead of draining it? In this reading, we are uncovering your core strength, your deepest motivator, and the impact you are here to make so you can align your work, money, and wealth with your true purpose. Hi, Aries. I'm Heather, and this is Dogstar Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the pack. In today's tarot reading, it is all about purpose, specifically how your career, your money, and your long-term wealth connect to your soul's mission. This is a reading for those of you who know you are meant for more meaning, more alignment, and more fulfillment in the work you do and the abundance you create. We'll be working with several cards in this reading, and I encourage you to stay until the end because you will be invited to write down your purpose statement using the messages that come through. Specifically with card 1, your core strength, card 2, your motivating value, and card 3, your ideal impact. This is about aligning your ambition with the intuition or your intuition and stepping into purpose-driven success. So take a breath, set an intention, and let's see what the cards reveal. Okay, Aries, I'm going to give the cards one last shuffle, and then we'll start laying them out. Just making sure that you can see them in the camera. Okay. Might have to move them up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so Aries, this card here in position number 1, this is your core strength. So this indicates this is what skill or trait or gift that you consistently bring to your work or service, and you have the Ace of Wands. So creativity and passion are the keys, that driving force for you. That is your core strength. That's what you are recognized for also taking, not being afraid to take that first step into the unknown and go forward fearlessly. So that is your core strength. In your second position here, this is your motivating value. You have the 10 of Cups. This is home and family, happy home. So one of the things, it's taking care of and nurturing others is one of the principal things that drive you to contribute and to show up. Um, and that would be your key motivator there, is ensuring that everybody's needs are met, everybody is happy and content, and and everything is, you have a fulfilled home life. And then your ideal impact with the chariot here, this is like the chariot is a card of direction. It is a card of making sure that you going after your goals and going after them fearlessly and being very focused and clear on what it is that you want. It also represents being that leader. So your ideal impact is you being a leader, the driving force and initiating the action. It is the results that you want to create is making an impact statement specifically on the world. You want your what it is that you do to be recognized and seen by others. You don't want to hide in the shadows. You don't want to be doing things behind the scenes. You want to put something out in the world, put your name to it, and let it be recognized by other people that you did that. You weren't afraid to go after it and move forward with something. Part of the chariot too in this particular position is also about not being afraid to rock the boat a little bit. So you might it's like, changing the status quo, changing the way things are done. So that is another part of that impact statement that you want to make is you just don't want things to be done just for the sake of doing them. They have to have purpose. They have to have intention. And if that is about making life better for people, making society better, that is what you want to see. You want to see growth, and that is part of your impact statement as well. In your current role here, it does look like you have the Seven of Wands, so it looks like you're always having to defend what it is you're doing and why you are doing it to others. You're constantly coming up against negativity from other people around you, and you're always having to try and defend your ideals, defend your long-term goals here. So this is something that's very difficult for you, and it's kind of it's not really aligning with what it is that you want to do and what you want to achieve. So you need to like get yourself backed out of this corner somehow. And one of the things that you can do is this purpose pulse. And this purpose pulse, this is where your energy is most alive and aligned right now. And this, the Queen of Wands. So I like to, even if you're male, it doesn't matter, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's the energy of the Queen of Wands here that you have as your purpose pulse. And I love her. How I describe her is she is that woman that goes to a party, an event, whatever it is, but she walks in the room and she's like, hey, everybody, all eyes on me, and everybody's heads turn, right? She has this charisma, she has this flow, this grace, this presence, and she's fearless and she's not afraid to go after what she wants. And when she goes after it, she lets nothing and no one stand in her way. And this is your purpose pulse. This is where your energy is most alive and aligned right now, is going after the key things that you want in life, your passion projects, the things that make you feel alive. You need to be going after them fearlessly and not holding back, because the Queen of Wands does not hold back. She goes after it. But the other thing too that I like about the Queen of Wands and all the queens is how they differ from the kings. The kings are the authoritative kind of energy. They set the rules, they set the boundaries, whereas the queens are more that nurturing energy. So whatever these are, whatever this goal is, whatever makes you come alive, it always has this other sense of it's not just for you. You're doing it because you also want to help and nurture others. You want to maybe make them come out of their shell, or you want to make them um, do something that's going to be of value or benefit to other people. So you have that energy in this as well as part of your purpose pulse. And this is really where you are aligned and what you need to embrace to get back on path with your career and your alignment in that. Because when we are aligned with our purpose, money tends to just flow a lot more naturally and easily, and we don't have to fight for it so much. I don't like this Seven of Wands here, because I do see that you're being stalled at something that you want to put out there. Now you have the King of Coins. This is your growth edge. So this is the skill or mindset or habit that can help you grow into your next level or purpose. So as I mentioned earlier, kings are a little bit more structured. This is the King of Coins, that Pentacles, earth energy. So that is stable, hardworking, perseverance, willing to put in the effort and the hard work, even if it's, and see something through to the very end. As a fire sign, the one downfall with fire signs, they got a lot of energy, a lot of gusto to go after things, but sometimes they can just, push themselves out of the gate so quickly, so fast, that they can burn out and they can tire out. Whereas the coins energy that you need to be tapping into, this is your growth edge, is that has that endurance quality that sometimes you could lack at times. So this is what you're tapping into, is that endurance, that pacing yourself. It's also about using your money and your resources. So not necessarily even just money, it can also be people resources, object resources, but using those wisely and practically. So getting the most bang for your buck kind of energy here that you have as your growth edge. So this is going to help you move into that next level of aligned purpose. Now, support system, you have, funny enough, the tower here. So this is the people, tools, or structures that help you stay grounded and focused. I am going to pull a clarifier for that, but with the tower, what I see is it is something around you that you don't expect to be your ally and your support system. Because the tower represents, it can like unwanted changes and things like that, but it's surprising. It's things that are out of the blue that are unexpected, is the really core essence of that tower energy. So in this as a support system, it's not saying that your support system's crumbling to the ground. It's saying that it's coming from an unusual place, something that you don't expect. So we're going to just see what comes up with that. And you've got the Queen of Coins. So this is going to come from someone who has that Queen of Coins energy that you're not recognizing at the moment as being as part of your support system. So she, like the King of Coins, is very grounded, practical, hardworking. She can see things through to the end, but she's also extremely resourceful in how she uses her resources in order to provide and nurture her kingdom and the people within her kingdom. So she's very frugal, very wise with spending. So it does look like you might even be leaning on someone that's unexpectedly leaning on someone for that advice on how you can be that king of coins and step up and show up in that kind of light as your growth edge. So your next action is the Ace of Swords. No surprise here. Start mapping it out. Write out your goals because again, you want that longevity. You want it to be able to stay, you want to be able to stay the course and see the final goal through to the end, but you also have to know that that goal is not going to happen overnight. There are steps and stages to it. So what are the small wins and the small gains as you are moving towards that more longer term goal? So map it out, think about it, really create that plan of action. So if you are in a job that you are not aligned with, what steps do you need to get into the something that is more in alignment with you? And if you're not sure what is in alignment with you, it's time for you to use that mental energy of the swords and sit and reflect and think about it because that idea is going to come to you. But for those of you who know what you want to do or what area you want to go into, start thinking about what do I need? Do I need to upgrade skills? Do I just need to start putting out resumes to different companies? Maybe you're in the perfect job, but there's something that you're not able to do or you want to do more of. So think about that. How can you create a presentation to your boss or an idea to your boss to take on some kind of a project and improve the company and improve the people, what's adding value to the company and people around you. And that's what that Ace of Swords really represents here. And then finally, our legacy vision is the Queen of Cups. This is what long-term contribution or career path feels most aligned with your soul's mission. With the Queen of Cups, this is really tapping into that intuition, the emotional side. So whatever it is, because it is a general reading, so the area of life, it's going to be different for each of you. But with the Queen of Cups, this says that it's about being in touch with your intuition, being in touch with your emotions, but also nurturing and helping others. So if you're in a career path right now that is not letting you fulfill that need to help others, as well as being that leader, and it's not allowing you to tap into your creativity, it's not allowing you to tap into your emotions, and you're not getting that emotional fulfillment, that is what it is that you want to create, and that's what's lacking, okay? And that is what is showing up here for how you can get back onto your soul's mission and soul's purpose. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries. Aries, before you go, take a moment to reflect on the three cards from this reading at the beginning of the reading and write your purpose statement, your core strength, your motivating value, and the impact you are here to make. Let this be something you can return to when you're making career or money decisions. Purpose isn't something you choose, it's something you align with. Thank you for being here, for running with the pack, and for trusting the process. I'm Heather. This is Dogstar Astrology and Tarot, and I will see you in the next reading.